very good morning, everyone. I, Ananya Partani, the leaders of September Mansi, are here to narrate our today's debate, which is gonna be very interesting. We have two teams, one from 10th standard and one from 9th standard. The name of 10th standard is
I, DOREE KASLIWAL.
I, MITALI DESHKAR.
And I, ANUSHA. We would be favoring modern education.
And the members of 9th standard debate are
I, REVATI LOKHANDE.
myself, TANUJA,
And I am TANISHQA KACHAVE. We are favoring ancient education systems.
So, without any further delay, let's get started.
So, first point we are going to tell, and our point is, see, in ancient education, we can see there was a discrimination between the gender and the caste. Girls were not allowed to go to school. There was discrimination between upper caste and lower caste. But now, we can see in modern education, there is co-education system, means girls and boys both are allowed to go to school, and there is no discrimination between caste.
It was not like that girls are not able to study at that time. It was rarely, but they were able to study. And in Vedic times, they were able to study. And it also depends on the requirements now. But that time, women weren't given equality in the society. That's not a good thing to
Girls
favor.
were getting all education in homes. They were taught what are the main things in their homes only.
See, education at home and education at school, there is big difference between both of them. In school, in home, we are not getting what actual things we are getting in the school.
But it depends on the levels also now. Now we are studying in the higher. But that time, it was not that much necessary. It is necessary now. It was always necessary for women to get education. The problem is, in ancient education times, we weren't given equality.
Education is the key to success.
Okay, I know that, but at that time, girls were like they did not need education.
They always needed education.
Yes, I agree. All humans need. It is a.
You are telling that girls are not needed education. Then why you are studying now?
I don't disagree on that point, but I'm saying that it wasn't the situation. The situation was like girls used to stay at home and they did not affect and staying at home.
See, if we will educate them, then they can go outside and face the problems.
It was not like that the girls are not getting education. They were getting basic things, and it was not necessary at that time.
It was always necessary because just household education is not what education
Not
is.
all household education was given to. They were knowing about Vedas, and all main things are there in Vedas.
See, if males are studying that time, then why not women's?
But because that was not necessary at that time.
So, it is necessary all the time.
The modern education system and ancient education system have justified their answer. So we can move toward the next point.
Shall I?
Yeah, proceed.
Okay. So ancient education provided a focus on holistic development of an individual. Like it emphasized on values like humility, self-reliance, perseverance, which further helped the learner in the overcoming the obstacles in their further lives.
See, you are telling that in ancient education there was holistic languages. So now also we can see it is there. See, for example, our school. We are learning art, drawing, drama, debate. Now we are doing this. This makes overall development of the student.
We are not saying about the holistic knowledge only. They were giving knowledge about Vedic Shastra too. But today, as we see, there is no one is knowing about Vedic Shastra. It is kind of disappearing.
If we have to learn this, we can also learn it now.
But the main things were there. But today we are only.
Today many things like science and technology are taught. But at that time also it was taught now. Not all. Yes, it was taught.
We are only dependent upon our syllabus. We are only learning things from that. Without that, we are not exploring new things.
See, we are exploring.
But it's just bookish knowledge. We can get practical knowledge nowadays also if we want to.
You are saying that the technology is more developed today, right?
Not like that. Like all the moral values in our shastras and technology both together will develop the person. It is on our wants that we don't take.
That's the thing is, we want. If we don't want, it is not. But that time it was taught to them
See, that time only Vedic knowledge was there, but now both the knowledge, technology one and Vedic one, both we are getting.
Who said only Vedic knowledge was there? World's first surgeon was from India. His name was Sushruta. He was world's first plastic surgeon. So how could you say there wasn't any educational things or technology wasn't developed at that time? I don't say technology, but the sciences were developed at those times too.
See, the technology that we get that time and now we get, there is big difference between both of them.
But they were more educated than us. They were knowing more about medical science without any more technology and that.
How we can say that they were more educated than now?
It is given in records. Research proved that they are more educated than us.
And because of them only we are now knowing this much things. If they were not telling them.
Okay, so both the teams have justified their points. Now let's head on towards the next one, which would be told by 10th standard students.
Okay, so in earlier times in ancient education, all the students used to stay at their guru's house. Like they used to stay, they used to grow up there. So the connection between the parents and the students wasn't much developed. They're friends. But nowadays, the students share an equal relationship with their parents and with their teachers and also with their friends.
Teachers played the role of parents as they were living with them. And teachers were able to recognize slight change in the students' behavior.
Teachers were there, but their role was like parents. But now both roles are equally given opportunity.
And they lived, I agree that they lived in the gurukuls with their gurus. But after they completed their education, their whole life was spent with their parents and friends.
So what about the growing age? Parents couldn't see their children grow up.
But now we are also not able to see that children are interacting with their parents.
Children do interact with their parents a lot.
No, but the bond between teacher and student is disappearing, and
No.
as well as parents.
See,
Students don't
nowadays the bond between the teachers and students and parents and their children are equally shared.
No, it is not.
It is.
Students are only doing their own works, and parents are not paying attention, and as well as teachers are not paying attention. They are not able to recognize anything from
That's not the fault of the education system. It depends from person to person. Personal experience, I am equally bonded with all my teachers in our school and all my parents too.
In this time, there are some working. Both parents are working. So how could you bond with the parents if they are not present?
See, most of us, both parents are working, but we share equally nice family time with them.
But it is not there. The bond
It is
between
there.
teacher
It is
and
there.
student is disappearing.
No, it's not.
Teachers are
The
not
bond
paying that
between
much attention, and they are not having that much strong bond.
See, in our school, we are having a great bond with our teachers.
But we are not sharing our personal problems with teachers.
We are.
No, it is
we
not.
do
It is
share.
not true.
We do share. We do share.
We are sharing with our parents, friends and teachers. With three of them we are sharing. But that time only we can share with their teachers or gurus.
But they were also living with their friends. Now they can share with their friends, their teachers, and they will live every time with their teacher now. So the teacher can understand their student.
Okay, listen. Many things are there that we share with our friends. They may misguide us because they are at the mental age of our. Many times we do need suggestions and advices from our parents on many topics. That was not there. Only the guru could suggest.
It was guru were the learners or the students' second parents. So how could you say that?
What about their biological parents? Their own parents. Biological parents. Their original parents. What about them?
If a student thinks that the person is equally confident,
The point is now over. Both the members have given their opinions. So can we start with the next point from 9th standard?
as the education was mainly given under trees and temples, they were connected to nature. But now, as we see, we are only trapped between four walls, and we are not exploring things other than our syllabus.
Nowadays, it's true that there are many buildings and we all are trapped together. But due to that, many people get equal education at the same time.
But we are not able to explore things in nature. We are not connected to nature.
We can explore.
But we want to. That's the point. If we want to, we are only exploring. But the thing that it was mainly under trees, so they were knowing small from. They were having knowledge from small plants
nature, we still have that now. We go on field trips
But
now
it
and
is
then.
just
We also
limited. It
micro
is just for fun. We are not connected to nature. We are not
Well,
respecting
it
other
depends
creatures.
on the people. I think at that time also people were there who didn't used to take it seriously. Now also people are there. Otherwise, zoologists and botanists wouldn't exist now.
Now, if we want, we can do that. But at that time, they spend their whole time there.
It's not like that. Now also there are many people who spend their time in nature. We can take example of our principal sir. He has many trees at
But
home.
it is just limited.
It is not
We are
limited.
not.
We can do many things.
We are not that much attached to nature. We are not thinking. We are not respecting other creatures.
See, it depends from person to person. There are many people who kill other animals and destroy forests. But there are people who plant trees and try to save the nature. So at that time also I think there were many people who would burn down forests, and you might have heard of slash and burn agriculture. So we can't say that nature was respected only in the ancient times and not now.
But at that time, they spend their whole time, so they know that if they do something, what will affect the nature.
See, about affecting the nature, now I know there are many technologies that destroy nature, but on the other hand, people do preserve nature. Due to these technologies, many species who are near extinct, they are preserved. In earlier times, people maybe used to hunt them for many other reasons.
Now that's the reason wildlife sanctuaries are developed, national parks are developed, so that they can be preserved.
But that is only for fun.
No, not for fun, for
Animals
preservation.
are getting trapped in between the zoos and they are not able to move freely.
See, in wildlife sanctuaries, animals are not trapped. It's just an area of the forest where
In
many.
just area of forest, they are able to only move in that area.
Do
only.
you know the area of a wildlife sanctuary? How big it is?
Yes, I know it is big, but
Okay, so both the teams have justified their points very nicely. Now let us head on towards 10th standard. You can start your point.
Okay. During the pandemic, modern education has helped us so much. Because of only modern education, we were able to learn. Because of this development, we were able to learn while sitting at home. What's your note?
yes, but as every coin has two sides, technology also has its dark side. Like due to technology, many people are getting.
See, we have to see the positive sides of each thing. It depends on us. We
But
have
there
to.
is also a darkest side of everything.
So look at positive side. Now, why are you looking at darkest side?
All are getting lazy day by day. They are not exploring new things around them.
See.
They are only looking in their mobiles and they are only trapped between that screen and all.
In ancient time, if any pandemic came or any flood came or something came, so their school were gone, like they were stopped. They were not allowed to go. But now, due to technology, due to modern education, in this pandemic situation also, we are studying, we are educated.
Yes, education is continuing, but are we understanding it completely?
Yes, if we focus on it, we can, of course, understand it.
But as we focus on that, our eyes are getting. We are.
See,
lacking
at
in
least education is getting. That time education was not getting. So what is better, to get or to not get?
Teacher used to come at home and they used to teach.
It's not possible. Just imagine there is a flood all over a village. How would the teacher go? Just imagine.
Another place was there.
How? If the
I
whole
think
village is
teachers were
covered
there.
with a
They used to
flood.
take there.
No, it's not possible.
Yes, it was possible.
It's hypothetical.
No.
It is.
But at this time, if the flood comes, we would have to sit at our home only.
So we are doing online education, e-education. That is the thing now.
Your point is also right. But at that time, if this pandemic comes now, though they
That
were
means
having
you
the
agree.
medicine.
You said our point is right. Do you agree? You said you.
But everything has it's right. But we are also in this ancient time. This pandemic comes now. We were having the medicines now. But at this time, we was not able to explore it.
It's not about medicines. It's all about education.
Both the members have done with their point. So can we move to the next point, which would be given by 10th standard? 9th standard.
Students today are trying to chase marks rather than edifying in their fields. Like most of the students, I'm not telling about
system. It's problem of the students. The system provides co-curriculum with their education. You can have sports as your field or you can have studies as your field. It's the problem of the students. Education is same for all and is equally distributed.
But there is a discrimination about richer and poor. The one who is paying more money is getting more education.
No. You might have heard of government schools. The poorest people can
But the
get
facilities,
access.
what about the facilities? Government schools are not getting that much knowledge about English.
See, in ancient education, Guru Dakshina was there, as you know. So if the Guru demanded high money, the student needs to pay it. But now, also, if some belongs to a poor family, they can go to government school and at least they can access the education.
See, you might have, as you are telling about the difference between rich and poor on getting education, let me remind you of the incident from Mahabharata. In that, Dronacharya was the guru under whom Arjun and Eklavya. Eklavya never met Dronacharya. He always carved a wooden or something like a statue of him, and he used to see that statue, consider that statue as his guru and practice archery. But the day he met Dronacharya and he just was great at archery and defeated Arjun. So Dronacharya asked him, as he was from a poor caste, from some tribe I guess, so he asked him to give his thumb as the Guru Dakshina, so he couldn't ever do archery again. Again at that time, the rich ones or the descendant of the king was supported.
Guru Dakshina at that time it was a tradition. It was not about the fees, but now the fees is so much for the big schools.
So if you are telling fees is very high, then you can go to other school. But at least you can get education. But that time, if fees is compulsory or the Guru Dakshina, you have to pay.
Education has just become a source of income. They are just taking money from parents. They are pressurizing parents for the money.
That depends on the businessman. Okay, so now there are many schools where free education is provided, and as we supported the point of technology, if someone has some nice technological devices and doesn't desire to go to school, they can homeschool themselves.
But the quality of education is less.
Okay, so this point is too justified. Now it's time for the 10th standard to put their point.
Now it's our turn. We can see in ancient education, if we need to search one thing, then we need to search Vedas and Vedas and Vedas. But now, if we have to search one thing, directly Google it and we'll get the information. It is very quick process and easily accessible.
Yes, but students are, due to Google and the other search engines, students are turning irresponsible. Like they have become dependent upon Google. They are not seeing books.
See, it's not always like that. You are always going to find readers out
It
there.
is just a temporary knowledge. It is not a permanent knowledge.
See, every coin has two sides. In the same way, we have to look at positive sides of the technology and Google.
So we also have to look at the negative side to improve it.
See, let me tell you one thing. Human brain captures visual education the best. Not only education, any visual thing the best rather than theories. So, in any online site, consider YouTube. If we watch a video of something, our brain is gonna completely capture it. And this isn't changing. This is the tendency of human brain. So in ancient times, there was theories.
The YouTube and the Google, it wasn't at that time. But we can't say now that for them everything was permanent. The Guru tells them a thing, so they have to keep them in mind now. At that time, Google was not there, so they had to do that.
See, now also we can see that smart boards are there in our school. E-books are available. So there is no need for carrying, or if e-books are there, then cost of buying is reduced. There is no need for carrying or keeping the books. So that's why we can say that due to modern education, this is the benefit.
But due to those e-books and the screen time, increased screen time, we all know that how much our organs are being damaged.
Okay, so let me tell you one thing. Our eyes or our retina is never directly damaged by the screen time. If we get high amounts of screen time and get proper rest, proper diet, proper exercise, our eyes are not gonna ruin.
But it is not possible at all time.
See, if we read too many books, that time also our eyes get stressed. Our eyes get stressed equally in everything we do. It's just all about the rest and
But
care.
because of Google and YouTube, students are getting distracted from their studies?
See, as we have said, that it depends on us. It depends on students to students.
No, if we say a student is learning in the higher classes and he wants to study each and everything, nowadays he can't go outside to study.
Corona. Due to Corona. So imagine a pandemic in the ancient time. They can't even study.
But the education has become more expensive due to that devices.
You are done with your points. Both the members have done with their justification. So we will go with the next point, with the 9th standard.
So,
Yes.
education system nowadays has become corrupt. So, people are trying to grab money rather than trying to shape shape our future through students. They are just trying to grab money. Education system has totally corrupted nowadays.
You can't blame everyone. It's due to some people that the whole community is like.
It's not some people. All are doing the same things.
Do you know everyone?
Mostly English schools are doing the same thing.
Do you know everyone personally?
Not personally, but it is there. We can't say it is not there.
It's not. It is there. There was corruption earlier also. As you guys also said, we guys also said, every coin has two sides. Again.
So nowadays teachers have fixed teaching hours, due to which they are not completely focused on teaching students. They have their household chores and other things to do. So they do not completely focus on students and on explaining and trying to experiment everything with students.
Okay, listen, at that time there was no household work for the people, and if you state the point that at that time women used to manage household stuff and men used to teach, so now the work is divided equally. And about teaching hours, I guess we can always contact, again thanks to technology, if we have some doubts or we need to know something, we can call or contact the teachers anytime, literally.
But we have to pay for that. If you're saying that we can study with teachers at all the times, but if we wanted the extra classes, we have to pay for that. Nowadays the fees is so much increased that there is a lot of corruption in it.
Poor students are not getting tuitions.
Tuition is not always needed.
But teachers are not teaching all the things.
I never went to a tuition personally. I don't like tuitions. My
But
grades
you
are pretty
say-
good.
But you say now, if we wanted to study our thing, we need extra classes.
So why do you always need extra classes? Huh? Due to technology, due to Google, due to YouTube, due to ebooks, we can always access to extra knowledge without paying fees.
Okay, so you know that 11th and 12th standard have high schools, but we have students and parents nowadays are just paying fees. Professors do not teach in high school, and they have to attend tuitions for. I'm saying not all high schools teach students.
Okay, but what we can see, they are at least getting education.
But they need tuition. They have to pay separate tuition fees and college fees, and colleges are not even teaching them.
See, college fees is less. Again, if you tell about rich and poor, many poor people get, benefits and facilities for the fees.
But as we need gadgets, the gadgets are very expensive.
So consider buying 20 books per of 1,000 rupees. Big
1,000
books.
rupees books are
No,
not
big authors. If you
In
want
ancient time books were like
Okay, even the justification of this point is done. Lastly, I would like to say both the teams have done really very well, and the results will be declared soon. All of your points were really very interesting. So thank you everyone.